Number 49. Find the x and y intercepts of negative 4x plus 7y equals negative 28. Let's talk real quick about x and y intercepts. You should recall that an x and a y intercept is simply where it crosses that axis. So if this is my y, this is my x, let's just say I have some line like that. Then right here, where the line crosses the y-axis, is my y-intercept. And right here, where the line crosses my x-axis, is the x-intercept. Now I'm given an equation, and there are several ways to do this problem. And I have one that I think is the easiest. I will show you a calculator version, and then I will show you my opinion of what the easiest is. The calculator version is, remember in your calculator you have y equals. If we can solve this for y, get the variable y by itself, then what I can do is just plug it into y equals and see if I can count the points on the graph, because it looks like all of my answer choices are whole numbers, no fractions or decimals involved. So if I can solve for y, I can plug it in my calculator and count. That should be easy enough. So this is a review of some Algebra 1. Let's solve for y, and let's add 4x to both sides. This goes away, giving me 7y equals 4x minus 28. Divide by 7 everywhere. And I'm just going to leave this 4 over 7 as a fraction, so I have y equals 4 over 7x minus 4. Then I can plug that into my calculator. Y equals. Remember when you're using a calculator to put fractions in parentheses. And when you graph each time, especially on the tax test, don't just hit graph, hit zoom 6, because 6 is a standard viewing screen. This is where you need to be every time. And sometimes you may be zooming out or whatever else, so always do zoom 6. So let's count our y-intercepts. Our y-intercept is negative 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means that I can get rid of A, because that says 0, 7. And I can get rid of C, because that says negative 4, 0. And I can also get rid of D, because I know that my y-intercept here is at negative 4. The ordered pair is 0, negative 4. Let's look at our x-intercept. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7, 0. So the answer is B. So if you can solve for y, the calculator does the rest of the work pretty easy. Now, let's go back to what I was thinking or saying that I think is going to be the easiest way to work the problem. If you'll look on the graph that I've drawn, at the y-intercept, the x value is 0. The ordered pair here, whatever this point is, it is some 0 for x and then comma y. Here at the x-intercept, it's going to be some x value, comma 0 for the y. So basically here at the y-intercept, the x is always y. At the y-intercept, the x is always 0. At the x-intercept, the y is always 0. So, using that information to find the y-intercept, all I have to do is make the x 0. So what I have is negative 4 times 0 plus 7y equals negative 28, which anything times 0 is 0, so that just goes away. So what I have is a simple equation. Divide by 7, divide by 7, y is negative 4. Same for my x-intercept, make the y 0. So basically I just cover this up. It goes away because anything times 0 is 0. So I have another simple equation. Negative 4x equals negative 28. Divide by negative 4. And x is equal to positive 7. And again, we have it. So two ways to work the problem. Number 28. No calculator tricks here, just something you need to know and take notes of. And remember, if y is directly proportional to x, if y is directly proportional to x and y equals 12 when x equals 16, what is the value of x when y is 5? Well, it all sounds very confusing, but you need to know this relationship. Y equals kx. So let's look and see what they give us here and use this equation, y equals kx. When it talks about varies directly, directly proportional, those words you're going to use y equals kx. So it says that y is 12 when x is 16. Okay, I'm going to plug that in. Y is 12 when x is 16. Okay, so I want to solve for k. So let's divide by 16. That goes away. So k is equal to 12 over 16, which is a fraction that reduces by a common factor of 4. 4 goes into 12 3 times. 4 goes into 16 4 times. So k is 3 over 4. So what is the value of x when y is 5? Well, now we have k, so we can come back to our y equals kx. And it tells me that it wants to know what is the value of x when y is 5. So y is 5. I don't know x, but I do know k. K is 3/4. So I have 3/4 x, and I can solve for x. So I divide by 3 over 4, and I want to divide by 3 over 4 here. Now, for those of you that don't like fractions very much, we can use our calculator to do that calculation. 5 divided by 3 over 4. Remember, always put parentheses around fractions. That gives us a decimal. Let's see if our calculator will turn it into a fraction for us. Hit math. Number 1 is a choice for fraction, so enter there and enter again. And so my fraction, x equals 20 over 3. So I have to turn this into a mixed number here. So 3 will go into 26 times with 2 left over, 3. 6 2/3. H is the answer. For those of you wanting a review on dividing by fractions, you have 5 divided by 3/4. 5 divided by 3 over 4. Make 5 a fraction by putting it over 1. And the division rules for fractions are simply flip the last one and multiply. 5 times 4 is 20. 1 times 3 is 3, giving us 6 2/3. You have to remember here y equals kx. So again, those key words are directly proportional. If you see this directly, varies directly, directly proportional, remember to use y equals kx.